Man, you come straight out of a comic.
My clique stay in jail like Robert Downey Jr. Nigga, when he came in, because we never talk about that type of.
They don't never talk about Tim Allen and his drug run.
That's wow,
kingpin out here.
That just got to be one of the headlines in the mockumentary. Buzz Lightyear slang's dope. It's like,
because I want to do mockumentary. I want to have like fake actors that be like, yo, no, hey. I mean, I know y'all think he's Buzz, but really,
but he was Buzz. He was Buzz.
You got to have somebody do the Charlie Wilson. Be like, all right, so people, it was 2002.
Right.
Refresh off a Galaxy Quest, right? And I'm in my hotel room, and so I come downstairs, and there's Tim. So, I see Tim and everything like that. And, I'm talking with him and stuff and everything. And he say, hey, why don't you come take a ride with me? So I'm like, all right, you riding with Tim Allen. That's Mr. Home Improvement. Tim the Tool Man Taylor. We said, we ride.
You know why they call him the Tool Man.
I didn't know why until that night when I found out why he was the Tool Man. Now he takes me to this club. He takes me to Club 76, right? Club 76 is a lovely club down there in SF, man. I done ran into my boy ATO. ATO got these two Colombian women that are, at the time, you can call them midgets. Y'all can't call them midgets no more, but at the time, they were called midgets. And so ATO got these two midgets on his shoulders, and he just walking around with them in the club. And then he came up to say hey to me. He knew who Tim Allen was, and so we having drinks. We're having a good time. Then all of a sudden, we at the VIP area, and Tim just pulls out this whole brick of cocaine and just slams it on the table. And so everybody's shocked. ATO even takes the two midgets off of his shoulders and just kind of looking. Cuts it open, puts a little line down. This nigga says to infinity and beyond, and just and I'm like, yo.
So, but here's the crazy part. Like, we thinking he's just the party. At the end of the night, he's like, look, if anybody need this, I got it. You come talk to me. And I'm like, yo, Tim Allen? Like, bro, like, come to find out, he the biggest supplier of South America right now.
It's funny. I always thought his name later on in life. I just felt like maybe Disney was like taking a shot at him when they hired him, because we're gonna name you Buzz Lightyear. Buzzed drugs. You know what I'm saying? Lightyear. Like really thinking about.
Hey, you know what? Somebody could have really have bought coke from him that made Buzz Lightyear. Be like, you know what?
Somebody that casted him probably bought some shit off of it.
Bro, imagine being like his op. Like, you know what I'm saying? His rival drug dealer. And then all of a sudden you see that he's famous. You like, what the bro?
Imagine being a cop. Imagine being an op with the feds, and he tell you, I have seen him sell over to 300 celebrities cocaine. Some of these people include, and then you just start showing pictures.
The little bully, the little bad kid in the first
the entire cast from The Sandlot.
Oh Lord. Damn.
Oh, no, like just, bro, Tim Allen, bro, man. That's the most. I just want more from that. I'm like, so that's my number.
Yeah. I've run into I forget the actress's name, man. Heidi from I run into her a lot here in San Diego, man. And she wears her belt too, man. It's pretty, like, every now and again she'll wear the belt.
Oh, the tool belt?
Yeah. I forget her name. Her character's name was Heidi on the show.
Yeah.
It was
I can't remember her name either, but I know that. That is dope.
She's nice. I mean, when I saw her, I said, you remind me of, and she was like, who? And I was like, the character Heidi from Home Improvement, and she was like, oh, that's me. And I'm like, oh, what? Word? Okay.
Yeah, I think my homeboys ran into her too, and they say like she's just the sweetest person like you'll ever.
Nah, she's dope.
Yeah, like she'll say it. She'll even do like the line that she normally did, like that. Like she that's one of the ones that like Debbie Dunning. That was her name, Debbie Dunning. She's always like a super nice person. That's one of the ones that's like not jaded by the character she played. Like she embraced. I love
embraces it.
Yeah, I love when I can see like celebrities embrace their character and not, and I get sometimes it can be taxing, it can be a little tolling on them depending on what they played and stuff. But I like it when it's just like they'll play into it. Like, rest in peace to like the Green Ranger, but it was like I love that he played into it. Like when I met him at the Apple store, I was like, I just want you to know from all of us, we would like to thank you for your service in saving the planet from Rita, Zed, and the fact that you can blow a flute and a dragon comes out of the ocean. Why you got a helmet on? He was like, "Hey, it is my pleasure." I was like,
"Bro, I love when people keep saying their characters because, like, I remember, like, when I got a chance to chop it up with Gary Anthony Williams, right? I'm just like, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna ask him to do Uncle Ruckus because Uncle Ruckus kind of a wild character, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? But he immediately went in it and even threw Geek Set in it. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He did the voice like, who is Geek Set? A whole bunch of hippity and hoppity niggas talking about anime. He's like, y'all niggas don't know bunnies. And I'm just like, dog, this is the greatest moment ever. Like, it came out of nowhere.
Because here's the thing you got to remember too. He played Smart Brother. So that's why it don't surprise me. He'll do that voice whenever he feel like it. I'm like, he was Smart Brother and Undercover Brother. I know you down.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Straight Out of a Comic Book. I am your host, Will Pharaoh. And today, of course, I got the fellows with me, Young Deuces, ATO Worldwide, and we're going to be joined by Broady in just a minute. So on today's episode, normally we'll do a hot topic, or you normally see some fandom fiction. We're kind of changing it up a little bit today, man. I wanted to really pick y'all brains, man. ATO being, a up-and-coming Ranger that I have no doubt is going to be in these TV shows and stuff, being the Inferno Ranger and stuff. And Deuce's just vast knowledge of comics, superheroes, and just the empire that you're building behind the blurred term, man. I wanted to really like pick y'all brains about when it comes to superheroes and villains and stuff. So, I've watched a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of videos where people like discuss these, have like the voiceovers and stuff, but I've never seen it from our people. You know what I'm saying? Our people talking about these stuff. And so I really want to start picking y'all brain about it. So first, I want to start off with heroes. And so as we kind of, I'm going to give Broady a little bit of time to hop in. I want to know, can y'all give me your top 3 heroes, top 3 superheroes? It could be from anywhere, and I'll give y'all a little time. If you want to just start off with the first one, that's fine. I'll even do mine first. One of my favorite, of course, like everybody, is Spider-Man.
That's a solid choice. One of mine is going to be Batman, and I know that's going to be a polarizing topic, but there's a reason why. And what's hilarious is I think that's tomorrow. Tomorrow when we do one of the episodes that we're going to do, I also got another reason that's going to be hilarious about Batman. But yeah, Batman is definitely one of my top ones.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you.
Oh, I was going to say I was going to pass it on to you. I was going to say you might as well do your top one.
So it's Batman. And I'll explain why. So it's really more so Bruce Wayne than anything. I've loved the whole Batman situation since I was a little boy. I forgot my first comic book. I think I was like 6 or something like that, right? I remember the 89 Batman comic, the 89 Batman ad came out when I was little and stuff, and it was dope, right? But we knew Batman was Batman, whatever. But you didn't get to see the true Batman until Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, Dwayne McDuffie got a hold of him.
Yeah,
in the 80s.
And they showcased the Batman animated series. God bless the dead, Kevin Conroy, the greatest Batman voice of all times, right?
Yes,
sir.
Now, I became the Knight. I am the Knight. I am Batman. Like, his voice was amazing, right?
Yeah.
Now, he was more theatrical than anything, right? So, moving from the animated series onto the soft reboot, Justice League, and all of that stuff, you really got to see what Bruce Wayne and Batman was really about versus a commercial image of a dude in a bat suit in films and other forms of media. Then we got the animated films that showcase who Bruce Wayne and Batman were. And that from those moments right there, that's what made me realize that Batman is my favorite. He'll trump anybody. I mean, I'm neck and neck with him and Superman because I love them both. But it's like Bruce because he's a normal dude, no powers, a genius, rich, all that, whatever. But he's also he wears a suit, he strikes fear into the heart of criminals who are superstitious and cowardly. Like that's dope, bro. Like he's just a great character. But all these different other renditions of him, they don't do him any justice. No disrespect to any of the films. The best rendition of him on live action, other than Michael Keaton, because he's prime, in my opinion, is probably Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne.
Man, talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. So I want to add to ATL because everything that he said was what I was going to say as well about why I chose Batman as my favorite. But as I got older, and so since we're talking about, the psyche of heroes, right? This is something that I feel like a lot of people skip over and didn't think about. All right. Bruce, as a kid, saw his parents get slain by the underbelly of Gotham. Right.
Well, hold on, dudes. Save that part because we're about to jump into that. And I think what you're about to say is going to tie into the reason why we talk about their psychology. So
okay.
Because I want you to say that because the reason why I'm asking y'all is because those are the ones that we will depict in this episode.
Okay, because I got
the psychology. Yeah, I see you got a really good one. So we will start off with Batman though, since two of you have Batman, we'll start off with him first. But I wanted to give a sec just to introduce Brandon Broady, just kind of get him caught up.
Broady,
glad to have you on here. What up? Yeah, so we are talking about today the psychology of superheroes, and we're also going to be talking about the evolution of villains. And so, as I said, along with Deuce and ATO, I think you're another person who I love your perception of how you view things. And so I think especially how familiar you are with this topic when it comes to superheroes and villains, I really wanted to get your perspective too on this. So one thing we had just started off with us talking about three of our favorite heroes. So I've picked my first pick was Spider-Man. Both of their picks were Batman, and so we did want to add your take to it. What is one of your favorite superheroes?
I mean, Spider-Man is for sure there, but I also I really love Deadpool, man. I know he's more of an anti-hero, but it's like Deadpool's his plight is just so. It's like anybody else. It's kind of a Darth Vader-ish, It's love essentially,
Yeah.
But then it's also the fact that they gave him it's cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a really bold choice for any to make for somebody you have to go through. And I think that it's kind of he's overcoming that, but then overcoming his own ego in a sense, Yeah. He has and then there's also we're talking the psyche, him breaking the fourth wall is kind of it's is he going crazy? It's we laugh at it as viewers of the audience, but it's he's not doing that because he's literally talking to us, I think it's he's literally kind of having what is it? Like a personality disorder.
Yeah, because I said, you got to think. Yeah, when you think about it, you're like, okay, yeah, it's cool. He's talking to us, right? But then you look at it from his perspective, and the other people in his world, they're like, who in the fuck are you talking to, bro?
Exactly.
Just to add my other two, because I already know my other two, and I know we'll get to it. But my other two is Static Shock, and Silver Surfer.
Okay. And then ATL for you, what are your other two?
Can Power Rangers included?
Yeah, bro. Heroes in any span.
Oh, okay, sweet. So obviously I said Bruce. This is real tough. It's really difficult for me, man. I like Sonic a lot. Like the whole idea. I know, but Sonic is man, he's universal, bro. I've been on Sonic since the beginning. And I've gotten, we have a 6-year-old, and then I have my niece. They're all into Sonic. Sonic is just a dope character and what he represents and everything, Shit. And then I would say probably Walter, man. Zach, the Black Ranger. But see, the cool thing about just me saying that, Walter himself is really that. Like, dude is legit a real hero, bro. Like he look out for people. He puts you in position. He helps you. Like it's dope, bro. Like and I never really know. I never knew how. I never knew that I felt that way until I got to know him on a more personal, everyday type of level. And I'm like, yo, you really are that. So I would definitely say Bruce, Sonic, and Zach. And I differentiate each hero on purpose because I don't want to say Superman, Batman,
right,
because they're all similar. Those guys are similar. They're just going to represent different factions of being heroes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I like y'all range. I like y'all range that we going. Broady, what about yourself? 2 more.
Hero. Another hero.
Yeah, 2 more heroes. 2 of your favorite heroes.
Let's see. I'd say second to that would be it's gonna be someone from the Star Wars universe. I'm just trying to kind of like do that.
All right, so why are you thinking because we can do more than one media? I want to change my last 2. Is that cool?
Yeah, because you did.
I did all comic books. I didn't know.
Yeah, I thought we were talking comic books.
Yeah, but if we changing it, then my last 2 is actually going to be Vegeta and Seer Junda from the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Orders, and Star Wars Survivor series.
Okay.
Yep. Those are my 2.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, you just gonna take Vegeta away from me? Fight me, bro.
You didn't choose him. You didn't choose him.
I wanted to, but I didn't want to because I was like, let me go a different direction. Let me just say no one's gonna say Sonic. And no one's gonna mention the Power Ranger, bro. Like no one's gonna do that.
Actually, that was gonna be mine. Sonic was gonna be one of mine.
Oh, I mean, it was definitely my turn in the first place. Deuces just jumped ahead, and then not only said then he said 2 more characters. Like, you know what I mean? Like he don't know what ATO was gonna say. He has no idea what I was gonna say. I even brought up Star Wars so I could have a head start.
I like how he jumped ahead.
Jumped ahead and threw his. Oh no, but I want to pick him.
I changed my mind.
No, but wait, no. To my defense, ATO set the precedent. Well, you know, he set the time. He set that we can do more than just comic books. So once he picked, I already had mine changed, and I put it in the private chat. Nobody saw. That's what it was.
I'm looking at it right now. What you mean?
I put it in the private chat that I want to change my last 2 when he was talking.
Yeah, but you didn't put it was going to be from the Star Wars universe until you jumped ahead of me until I said the word Star Wars.
That's all I was like, yo. When you gave
when he was thinking about Star Wars, he was going to say my favorite.
Hey, look, bro, I'm all about that galactic Gucci, bro. You forgot you copyrighted. You forgot about the galactic.
Bro, I don't even remember he said this shit. Oh, bro, you gotta go. Yo, you gotta go rewatch when we did the Star Wars characters. Yo, when I tell you, you dropped gems in that episode.
You did, bro.
Yo, I swear I black out sometimes, Will, because you tell me these things I said, and I'm like, oh no, please, what did I?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, yo, you gotta go watch. Like, I wasn't playing the last time when I say, like, yo, I be a little upset the fact that we shoot these on Zoom because some of the shit you say, I wish be shot in high definition so I can make clips that you could just have. Because it's just like, yo, the way you like we shot yesterday, he was sitting here. Dion decided to go. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is better than all the Star Wars. So we sitting here debating this shit.
Idiot.
And when I tell you, all of us are convinced Broady was taking notes on what he was about to say and the key points. This man had one pad that said, fuck y'all niggas. Yo, it was played so perfectly. So perfectly.
Yeah, because y'all called it out, said, "Oh, he's taking notes over there." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, you're damn right." I was just going right back over the F and stuff. You know what I mean? That's a good reveal. But I want to say, if I'm gonna, I mean, you know what? I mean, it's a newer case. Fuck, man. Fuck it. Let me just be bold. I'm gonna say Din Djarin, man.
Ooh, solid.
Like, The Mandalorian has really opened my eyes to what Star Wars can represent.
Yep.
And I think that, again, I mean, I'm clearly a person that likes anti-heroes because I think they have a better arc. You know, the hero kind of knows it's their duty, we assume it's their duty as an audience. When you get the anti-hero, it's like this person really has no reason to go in this direction. Like, why? They don't need to go save the world. You know, that's not their plight. They're a person that's like, they're changed by some kind of circumstance that they see them going in that direction makes them a better person and makes the world value them more. So in the Mandalorian's case, I mean, this dude is a cantankerous, bounty hunter that really has no loyalties to anybody.
Yeah.
And upon meeting Grogu, develops this relationship that not only makes him see that he does have a more sensitive side to himself, but he can be open to having new relationships, because of course he has abandonment issues because of his parents. He's only really forged a relationship with other Mandalorians, because those are the only people that he respects in the universe, or trusts. But here he is now. Grogu saved his life on numerous occasions. He's like, wow, I can open myself up, to the point that when he wanted IG-11 repurposed and rebuilt and everything, and because he said he doesn't want to deal with a droid ever, it really shows like his growth and his openness for his evolution as a character. So I really think Din Djarin, I can double down with that.
Okay.
The Mandalorian.
And I think you had one more after that.
And my last one, I think I'll say Kick-Ass.
Ooh, solid.
Nice.
Solid.
Yeah, Kick-Ass. He's I mean, he's not the anti-hero, but he's the nerdy kind of just, regular guy, essentially.
Yeah.
He's a regular guy that is in this world of other people that also, believe in the superhero world and kind of go with it. But I think that Kick-Ass is I don't know. I think I like the realism of it. So it's hard to say. I mean, the character, I don't necessarily identify with him as much,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think all three of them, I mean, maybe the Mandalorian I can identify with a little bit more, but Kick-Ass, I think Kick-Ass is just kind of like, I just like that depiction of realism in the hero world.
Yeah,
you only get that really in like the Brothers or Umbrella Academy.
The Brothers? You mean the boys?
I mean the boys, not the brothers.
But look.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and then.
But look how in tune we are, because Deuces already knew what he meant, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's look. We knew what you meant when you said that. The Brothers. Oh, you meant the boys.
The boys.
Tomato, same shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's hard. I like that.
Yeah. And then I already said like my second one was Sonic, and my third one is gonna be Kratos. From God of War.
Can you pick Mario instead of Sonic? Because you kind of biting, bro. I feel some type of way.
I have the original Sega Genesis right here. So
Me too.
Do you have that?
I sure do, sir.
Do you have the Sonic and Knuckle pack right now?
I have everything.
Damn,
1, 2.
I have
1, 2, 3 and Knuckles. As a matter of fact, I have the original cartridge that has Sonic 3 and Knuckles in one game.
That's the fire. That's the fire. That's the heat right there.
Mm-hmm.
With the Persia level that was taken out of Sonic 2.
So my
Persian
third
level.
pick is Mario.
Hold on. Stop. What are you talking about? What Persian level?
In Sonic the Hedgehog 2, if you go to the sound check when you do the sound test when you put the codes in, there's a sound in there that says Persia. It's a level that was taken out of Sonic 2, the original, and they added it on the Sonic 3 and Knuckles 1 cartridge as a bonus stage.
Is that what it's called?
It's called Persia, yeah. And they use the same music from the Secret of Mana. It's the same music from Secret of Mana.
I knew about the Secret Sage. I just never knew what it was called.
It's not a bonus stage on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's an addition on the Japanese cartridge of Sonic 3 and Knuckles called Persia. Okay,
Yeah.
I was about to say because I beat the whole Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah.
That's Hypersonic, and I didn't see no Persia either.
Yeah,
you know?
it's from Sonic 2.
And the
Japanese
only reason,
Sonic 2.
the only reason I knew about it is because my uncle was stationed in Japan, and when my cousin came back, he had it. He had the actual Japanese version, but I never knew what that stage was called. I just thought it was like a bonus stage because it was Japanese.
Yeah,
Funny
that
Folks podcast.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm selecting Mario for my third one. So I say
hey, just to be annoying, which Mario though? The Super Mario World Mario or Modern Mario? Because I was just having this conversation with somebody about the prints. I go, they sell specific prints. I said that's 91, 92 Mario right there. What you mean by that, bro? Trust me, that's not the Mario that you think you like. Like it's a different Mario.
Yeah,
like all these different
short
illustrations.
chubby Mario or
I'm going with Mario 64.
Oh,
64 Mario.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm,
That's my favorite Mario.
That's my favorite right there. Okay,
game Mario.
Okay,
like
so then let's talk about it, man. Like, so I have read up on some things, and one was a book that they have out that is called The Psychology of Superheroes, an unauthorized guide to pretty much learning about the psychology of these pop culture, like why these heroes are so popular to us, and what does it take to really be a hero. And so. Right. When we start to kind of break it down, I think like Deuce, I definitely want to go back to you because I want to start off with Batman, because one of the things that they said in the psychology that most heroes are formed through some type of trauma that they experience, whether it be in childhood, whether it be in young adulthood or a full adulthood itself. And I think out of the people that we had named, of course, on this list, we have Batman, Superman, Deadpool, Vegeta. What's the one from Fallen Order? So I don't mess the name up.
Seer Junda. It's CEREJUNDA.
Yeah, I spelled it right. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. So Seer Junda, Sonic the Hedgehog, the Black Ranger, the Mandalorian, Kick-Ass, Kratos, Mario. And so I would say the one that has experienced the most trauma, I would say, I guess we could put number one. You know what? I want to say Batman, but now that I think about this list, I got to take a step back.
I'm saying it may be Kratos. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, I think it's Vegeta. I think Vegeta got the most fucked up.
You're right, because he was taken from his family. He was put to work. He was a villain.
Yeah.
Then he became a hero. Then he had to.
There's still a big but. Keep on going.
Oh shit. Bobbity took advantage of him.
Right.
What? The android beat his ass.
Hold on. You got to take it back to make it more traumatic. You skipped some shit.
Oh, I did. Okay. Let me see.
First off.
Okay, go ahead.
He was enslaved to Frieza as a child.
Yep. Yes, he was.
Not only that, this man was sent across the universe as a kid to conquer planets, and you could not leave until you conquered this planet.
There's still a big but.
Then come to find out, you are now marooned because your entire planet and race has been destroyed.
Yeah. Okay. And that is some fucked up shit. But it's still not more fucked up than making you kill your family, and then also their ashes is now instilled into your skin, and you're walking around with the ashes of your dead wife and daughter on your body because you killed them.
Is that why he
chose that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why he's white.
That's why I didn't know that.
No, he didn't choose to kill his family. He chose that power. He didn't know his family was in that town.
And like one of our heroes on here, with great power comes great responsibility. So you did that. Like Batman didn't actually get to watch his parents get shot. Now, if we want to say he the reason why they went out that night,
but
then we can say that.
No, but this is why. So let me get into my speech on why Batman is actually the greatest superhero ever for what he's been through. Okay. Yeah. Because think about it this way. All right. Bruce in general, Bruce saw his mom and dad get murdered by the underbelly of Gotham, right? And now they was rich. So it was already a class thing, but he was rich. He was born into wealth, and he saw his parents, right? when his parents died, Bruce got adopted by his servant as a kid, and Alfred, as much we try to give him the credit, Bruce was still a kid who was a billionaire who had wealth, who really didn't have to listen to Alfred because Alfred really was his servant. So the fact that he could have turned into this billionaire asshole because he had no parental figure to really guide him, and he decided to fight crime as a superhero. That takes a whole lot, because I can imagine being 12 and got all the money to my disposal, and the person that's supposed to be my parental figure is really my servant. Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna turn out the best nigga in the world. I ain't gonna hold you.
But even too though, to what you're saying, that's still not that bad.
No, I'm not saying it's as bad. I'm saying though, I'm going to turn into a superhero with all that, where you like, he literally could have took that money and did whatever. He could have been he could have just lived the billionaire playboy life for real, because who was going to tell him no? I was like, yes, Alfred is the parental figure, but like, bro, the first 12 years of my life, you've been waiting on me hand and foot. I don't really have to listen to you.
I mean, but also too, though, he didn't have to listen to him then, and he did. So I think too, that's also what helped develop that relationship a little bit.
Yeah. It did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's like, once you have no holds bars and all that money, that's a lot of temptation, and he didn't fall to that temptation.
Yeah, but that's why I say I don't think I could give him the greatest trauma of that. Like, yo, it is messed up to see like your parents shot in front of you.
Oh yeah, that's not the greatest trauma.
It's just like, but I see where the trauma can stem to do that. Yeah. But it's just like, even from everybody else, like even for instance, like the Mandalorian, like if memory serves me correct, like how did he lose his parents? How did he become an orphan, Broady?
It was the Empire. They came on this planet and they were just killing everyone. And you got to remember, these are after the events of Return of the Jedi. So, excuse me. No, this was actually, this was not the events of Return of the Jedi. This was kind of
Empire,
while the Empire was still reigning. Yeah, Empire was still reigning. Into my memory, I think he had a sister. If I'm not mistaken.
Is she still alive? Is she still alive, or did she pass?
I don't think she's alive, but I just remember like there was that whole like, maybe I'm mixing Boba Fett's story, but I do remember that Din Djarin like he was saved by somebody, I believe that was Mandalorian or something like that. Like, I remember hiding in a hole. Like the first episode, he was like hiding in a hole or something.
Yeah. And so I just say it even to that, like on those type of global scales, because even like to your point, Deuce, like that turning you to a hero. Like just imagine like that now, like a global thing, like how you said, like Din Djarin watching ships come from the sky and just start like raining down on you. Same thing like with Vegeta, like, yo, I don't have a home to go to. Not like Wayne Manor is destroyed. The whole planet is gone.
No, if I'm betting on the horse who got the worst trauma, I'm going Kratos, man. To me, because here's the thing: not only did that happen, he comes to find out Ares really did it on purpose, because he said, "I needed to sever that tie, so I needed you to do that." And then, not only that, he trusted in other gods to kill Ares. Those gods betrayed him. So then he trusted into the elemental gods. Those gods traded him. Then he trusted into the Greek gods. They betrayed him. The Norse gods, they betrayed him. It's like, bro, his whole life has been betrayal back to back to back to back.
Well, the Norse guys just came for that smoke. That's what that was. They found out who he was and was like, hey, yo, square up. I heard about you. Right. I heard about you. Square up, man.
So Kratos, if I'm going who has the worst, man, Kratos got all my support for the worst.
So my question next then is, what in your opinion makes it to where that is your call to action. So I guess even if y'all had to experience something like that, and let's say you did have the means to do like, or is your first thought of, I need to start seeking justice for everybody? Like, what do you think makes that snap into someone's head to decide to take on the mantle of being a hero, like these people that we've listed?
If it was organized, I believe, like, because like you got to think, like, okay, if it was a non-controlled situation, like, so like Batman with Joe Chill, like, I think I would have just been gunning for Joe Chill, you know, or Spider-Man with the dude that killed his, you know, Uncle Ben. I would have gone for that, right? But then with like Vegeta's scenario where Frieza does wipe out the planet and everything, and then you come to find out that no, this wasn't random. This is Frieza's plan, how she rolls. Then now it's like, oh wait, it's this control. No, fuck that. Nobody else is going through this shit. I'm going after everybody. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I think like if it seems organized or it seems like there's a bigger play at hand, then yeah, I'm definitely turning to justice, because now I need to stop this and I need to stop everything like that.
But what makes a hero want to take that on though? Because I even like how we said in the last episode, like to Brody's point, like when we in the the previous Spider-Man Phantom Fiction episode, like Broady said, I don't want to answer that call. Like I'd rather just be like, I got these powers and I'm just gonna use them at the club and stuff like that, and I'm gonna do my own thing. Kind of even the same thing, like he said with the Star Wars Phantom Fiction. It was like, yo, he was a whole out here in the galaxy, and that was it. Like it was just like, yo, I got the capability. I've been through shit, but my first thought was not to be like, yo, I need to be a savior. So it's just like, yo, like, why do that? Like, what? I guess, you know, and maybe I'm just kind of like beating the dead horse with it, but it's just like, I don't know what it would be in someone's brain to snap. Maybe there's no logic behind it, but to go like, that's your first thought, I'm finna be a hero.
Ooh, you know what? Well, no, I don't want to talk too much. But I got a point that I'll make after somebody else go.
Relay the question one more time, Will, so I answer accurately.
Basically, what do you think goes on in a person's mind to make them now, after experiencing trauma, I'm gonna be a hero, outside of just like the justice for yourself, like to go, I'm gonna be this person that saves everyone now?
Well, I mean, if it's someone that did something to someone you love, you know, there's some kind of plight of revenge that you ultimately get bunched into heroism because other people also dislike this person. But what they don't really show is like somebody loves Joker. Like, you know, the way it was depicted in Todd Phillips' version. Again, he's still the villain, but we're seeing it from his perspective, where we kind of do feel the sympathy for him. So you can understand how. What they'll show in the next one is probably how Harley Quinn falls in love and wants to help him. She sees him as helping him, you know? Yeah. Suicide Squad's able to achieve that through showing us the bad guys being the good guys. Mm-hmm. So for them, it's, they just want to, they're prisoners. They don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
But it's like you're saying, what would make you want to be a hero?
Yeah, just like after experiencing something like that. Like, what is it like you would think go in somebody's mind? Like, again, because even to your point, it makes sense of seeking it for yourself. Like, I sought out justice. This dude has also done this to somebody else, so I'm going to capture this for myself. But then now it's like, okay, I got to stop these other people now. Oh, I got to stop this from happening to somebody else. And it's just like,
but you see what you're saying? But you see what you're saying? Yeah. I think it just happens. You know, it's not like Kick-Ass and stuff like they went out to be heroes and things like that, right?
Yeah, Kick-Ass was trying to find crime, bro.
They was looking for the smoke.
He got his ass whooped first time. He got his ass whooped.
Exactly. So like if you were a true hero, a lot of the true heroes, it's one of those things that just happen. Like Deuces didn't grow up and be like, hey man, I want to be a rapper. He probably just started rapping, writing, carrying on, and then he became an artist. And then being a vocal artist turns into VO, podcasting, journalism, a whole full-fledged entertainer. It's one of those things that just happens. and it goes
Okay.
with tears. It's tears of your life. Like you can't be MC what the fuck your whole life, bro. It's not gonna happen. You got to find ways to use your that gift that you have, that voice. Find a different outlet where you can also house the original gift that didn't really pan out the way you wanted it to. And here we are today, having more success, having more fun, being able to do more things. Like, and that's how heroes. I think that's how heroes are pretty much planned. Because I'm sorry, man. Sorry, Brian.
No, I want to double down on what you're saying. You know what I mean? Because I think about like my own self. I never really wanted to be a comedian per se. It was just I was always just a funny kid in class, but it was people telling me, you know, as I got older in high school, like you should get into entertainment. You should. And I was like, what? I thought I would, because you don't know that these are things about you. I'm only being the guy that played video games, watched comic books, watched Star Wars as a kid since I was a kid. Growing up.
That right there. See what you just said right now? I ain't mean to cut you off, but right there, those are the makings of what a hero is, or an entertainer, or a Brandon Broady, or the guy that I just watched on some show outshining everybody with his intellect because of the shit that you grew up with, bro. That's education. So like, you know, a lot of these rappers, these new rappers, they don't have the education that we had growing up. We had the ciphers, we had the magazines, we had the rap cities, the UMTV raps, we had the dudes that came before us, and we had to watch these people. We had the anticipation from ordering shit, and it took us a couple days, weeks, months to get it, and we finally got it, and it turned us into this. Now everybody just can go on the internet, click, boom, buy the stuff, and it's there. Remember back in the day when I want a Zelda a Link shield and the sword, we could never find that. But now you can go to Hot Topic or just go hit Amazon and somebody can just make it for you.
You're right.
All I'm saying is,
which I like, but I also dislike.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. We have too much. We have way too much information now. We have way too much access, and we're abusing the access, and we're not conveying the information properly, and it's all getting misconfused. Bro, the 90s and the 80s wasn't that long ago, right? And it's like, how do we have amnesia that we forgot certain stuff when you can just go look it up on the internet?
Yeah,
like look up the fact. So now he just said, being that nerdy kid, you're not even a nerd. You're just a kid that just stayed the hell out. You stayed out the way. So you played your little games. You watched your little sci-fi shit. You read your magazines. You liked certain things. Then you grew up and became an adult. That same information, that same knowledge, those same kids that grew up to become the Kevin Feige's and the Seth MacFarlanes and the Seth Greens and the that created all these shows and these platforms was Brandon Broady.
That's chilling, man, because I literally like remember going through a time period. I mean, hell, like I have all these Star Wars like figures and shit. You know what I mean? I have the whole stuff, and I remember when I was younger, that was Black Panther. But like I had like all these figurines. They called them the 5.5 inch Star Wars figures. Like these were they're called the Power of the Force, and like. They weren't the original joints that dropped in the 70s were like very rigid, very stiff.
Yeah,
these were a little more
rubbery.
Yeah, these were made by Kenner Toys, and they were like very they were just a good wave. And I used to set these motherfuckers up, man. I used to have them all set up and shit. And I remember my friends coming over, and you know they clearly weren't into Star Wars, you know, didn't know what it was all about, and they just thought it was kind of fucking funny that I had all these figurines set up, you know. And of course for me. Now I'm like still trying to be cool, like, oh yeah, I mean, they're just my toys. And I remember taking them all down and putting them in bins and shit, you know what I mean? Because I was embarrassed of them. And I also didn't want them touching my toys. Like I was already like just very like particular about people touching my things, but like I literally just didn't want, because I mean, you knock one of them niggas over, the whole goddamn
everything coming down.
Whole galaxy tips over, you know? Because I like to just like set them up, you know what I mean? And even in like gaming, it was cool because when you meet other people, you start to find out, okay, you pretty universally like other boys pretty much like video games, so you kind of get along with that. The video games you played, that's like, you know, of course some kids you'd get together, you'd play the fighting games, you'd play the racing games, but it's like you'd have to find the real gamers were the ones they were playing that Zelda, they were playing those games that seemed uncool to play or whatever. Right. But Star Wars for sure was one of those things that by the time, I guess, so 1999 is when the prequel, no, excuse me, not even the prequels. No, it was when I was like 10 or 11 is when the special edition trilogy came out, that then I started seeing a new surge of people getting into Star Wars, because I was watching the original OG tapes, man, VHS.
VHSs, man.
I didn't. You know, so funny. You know, so
the
crazy.
box set was so dope. The VHSs too, bro.
Yes, it was gold with the
Yeah.
joint, bro. It was it was a trilogy.
I wanted to bring up a point too, though, because I talk about thinking about a crossroad, right? So you think about the crossroad between a hero and a villain, and kind of exactly what you guys were saying. I do believe it's the people that you tell about your superpowers as a super, right? Because you got to think about it this way, right? Everybody has that one person that is the moral compass that is in their life that helps train them, right? Once you get your powers, right? So like either you have nobody that's going to check you and you go down personal gain, and then you end up becoming a villain because you want maximal personal gain, or you are trying to be a hero, just like Spider-Man he was seeking out fights, you know, you got to say Kick-Ass was seeking out fights, but then they have that one person who sees the path and is like, yo, with great responsibility, you know, with great powers come great responsibility, you know, you have to be the hero that, you know, Superman, even when he came down, that story's been told multiple times. If he didn't land in Kansas and they didn't find him and, you know what I'm saying, and raise him, what type of person would Superman be? So I do believe
he'd be Brightburn. He would be
right.
Brightburn.
So I think when the crossroad also, because like I feel like you said, it's in you. You just being you. You either you get the power or whatever. That's already in you, embedded in you, based off of your characteristic traits of everything, right? But then you have to make a decision. Am I going to be a hero or am I going to be a villain with these powers? And that is based around, again, your same scenario. You know, Broady had people telling him, you funny, going to entertainment. Me, when my pops figured out that I like doing music and everything like that, him and my mom pushed me to do more using your voice in music. So it's like, it's all based off of the people that, you know what I'm saying, that you see inspiration or the people that you trust in their moral compass to tell you like, hey, you should continue down this path, because now that becomes your beacon. You know, anytime Spider-Man's losing his way, he remembers what Uncle Ben says. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime, like it's just like it becomes your beacon based off of that. Versus if you don't have a beacon, you don't have that one person, then it's just like, ain't nobody ever told me anything different. So I'm just doing this for me. You know, so that's the way I think.
So okay, so then that also leads then kind of into my next question: is being a hero being a misguided villain? And so, for example, we take the thing of like heroes who don't kill. So let's say, for instance, like Batman. Batman does not kill his villains. They go to Arkham, they break out, they kill more people. Would that not be adding to the problem and saying that you're also a villain because of the fact that you're playing this cat and mouse game with people who can't survive? Same thing with Spider-Man.
In a way.
Now, yeah. So now, but now then also too, though, like, you know, just to be fair, there is that other side, for instance, like a Sonic or like a Sonic or like a Mario who have a different purpose in trying to stop somebody. Like Sonic was fighting for survival. He's trying to fight from Dr. Robotnik taking over his entire planet and capturing everybody. So it's more, so it's like, I know that there's different levels to it, but even into that sense, it's just like, in him not fully stopping him not taking care of the problem, you're still allowing this to where someone is going to have to pay for this because of your perception. So does that really make you a hero or a blinded villain?
I think it goes based off of how much you believe in the law, because the issue with a hero killing is the villain hasn't been tried, right? So because people are okay with if you've been tried and then you get, you know what I'm saying, you get the death penalty. Now again, there's also still people who don't believe in the death penalty, right? So it comes down to, and I'm only using that sense, not the Sonic sense, but like the kill or not kill. It goes based off of pretty much where do you land out on capital punishment? Do you believe in the death penalty and everything? Because if so, then you'd be like, okay, if there's an obvious villain that's taking over the world, then you may be a little bit more sympathetic. Like, you know what? We don't need a trial. Because there's been multiple times that we've seen in the news of shit that happened. You're like, fam, why is this going to trial? Just get rid of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it comes down to that. And And I guess where you land on it, because then if you are a person who doesn't believe in capital punishment or you don't believe in the death penalty, then what Batman is doing is not a cat and mouse game. You're like, okay, yes, that's right. They need to be captured and they need to be facilitated. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're okay with and everything like that. So I guess it just falls on there. Now, Deuces, if Deuces was in Gotham, I'm looking at Batman like, bro, why ain't you killing? Because Deuces in Gotham is going to be like, nah, niggas got to go.
It keeps Batman employed, bro.
It does, but I'm just saying.
I mean, so so that's what I'm asking. Is that not true villainy? Like how I said, like Batman captures these people, put them in a prison in which he owns, makes them even more crazier, and then lets them get out and then does the shit again.
All right, so then is he getting paid per processing fee?
He owns Arkham. That's why I'm like, yo, that is insane to me.
I know it is insane.
You cannot tell me Batman is not a villain.
But is he getting financial gain from it right now? All his money come from Wayne Tech. I don't think he's getting really a lot of money.
He is getting financial gain because you got to understand the DA's offices. You know what I mean? They have
How do you think the money? The money keeps circulating, so it's like you know you gotta when you process.
Have we heard taxes going up in Gotham? Because if taxes going up in Gotham,
you gotta think about it. The bigger the prison, the more the city is putting money into. Like that's why, like LA puts half of their resources into the LAPD. That's why their buildings look so nice.
But he's a
I'll do one better for you. I'll do one better.
Bruce is a shareholder at Bell Reeve, though.
Yeah.
What you gonna say, Brody?
And check this. Think about it like this too. So the cops report back to their precincts and everything. They're like, "Yeah, we got him. And then because Gotham knows, oh shit, there's a threat. There's this guy. There's this new guy. Blah 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 blah. Not all of them know that Batman is the one that did it. And Batman's not going on the news. They're not even going on the news all the time saying Batman did this. What they know is that the streets are safer because of our police force. They know pump more money into the Gotham PD.
Yeah. You know what's even crazier? And this is like I said, Batman's my favorite hero, but like I said, I'm not blind to his flaws. The biggest flaw about Batman is, bro, you have Batman clearly doesn't give a fuck about money. If he was just to pump all the money back into Gotham, he'll fix the crime. If he give better jobs, fixing up the streets, fixing up the buildings, because Batman clearly doesn't care about the money. So just if he just gave it all to the government and said, let's just fix everything, let's get everybody employed, nobody's losing their job, the schools are better, crime will go down.
Batman's a weirdo, bro. If I'm being honest,
Batman is a hardcore.
He's a weirdo, man. Anyone that says that's their favorite superhero, I'll be like, yo, Batman's a weirdo, bro.
Because think about it, he could give his resources to the GCPD. They could all be running around in bat suits. But no,
explain Robin, dog.
I didn't. Wait,
which one?
All of them. All of
Dick
them.
Grayson. Explain Dick Grayson.
There ain't a successful Robin that then came out that house.
That's
gonna lead a normal life. He fucked all them boys' heads up.
Fucked all their heads up.
Nah, I think Dick is cool.
What now?
Say
that soundbite for
he had.
That does not work in the context of anything else.
That's why. This is why I never call him by his first name. Just Grayson, bro. Yeah, change his name, retcon his name, man.
Bro, he had to say, "Hey, Batman, fuck you," and then do a whole excursion in Bloodhaven before he got cool, before he finally got level-headed.
He did an excursion while exploring on an expedition. Ford, sponsor me.
Well, Batman is you said I'm landing on Dick with this one. No. I don't know. You may get yourself a different sponsor. You wouldn't.
Yeah, I think you have your promo right there, Will.
Right. Well, okay, so if we're talking about the crossroads, then we got to talk about one of the greatest character arcs that we've seen on TV from from villain to hero, which is that nigga Vegeta. Vegeta, he he had serious Stockholm syndrome because he immediately he saw Frieza enslaved and kill his planet, and then he said, you know what? All right, you got me working for you, and then he bought into all that villainy, and then it took him to find love between some light skinned blue haired chicks' cheeks, and then he changed everything about him. Once he got them cheeks. He was like, "Yo, now I'm the protector of the planet."
Hey, wait. Sidebar. Can I? Before you go, Will. Sidebar. Can we talk about how fly Prince Vegeta was in the Broly film? Like he's went crazy. I'm just talking about him just beating up Broly. Like yeah, I got you. Super Saiyan God.
Vegeta's that nigga, huh?
Yeah, he was. He was fighting.
But here's my thing. I don't know if I can make Vegeta a hero or even it's like
he's anti, bro.
But no, he's a hero now.
It's
bro,
man.
But no, hold on. No.
It's hold on. It's hero by default.
No, it's not. No.
Yes, it is. Think about it. No.
All in Super.
How?
Because bro, in Super, once it was the universal battle in Super, right? So you know what I'm saying? They protecting the planet and everything like that, right? But the one thing that pissed them off, that pushed him to Super Saiyan True Blue, is when he heard that nigga Top say that I gave away everything to get this power. And what Vegeta said in that speech, he said, "You gave away everything, nigga. I don't give away family. I don't give away my loved ones." And he became. That is not an anti-villain speech. That became a hero. He said that with his chest. He became True Blue, and he beat that nigga Top ass.
That's because he didn't like Top.
Nah, he didn't like what he was saying.
Bro,
I love that scene. Go watch it again.
Vegeta is the most. No, Vegeta got to be the best selfish person that landed into a hero out this whole list. This man ain't never ran up to save a planet. When he fought Cell, he wanted to fight Cell because he said he was the strongest.
Yeah.
When he wanted to fight the androids, it's because they said they were stronger. Yep. It had nothing to do with Earth. He was even when he fought Boo, he was like, "You blow this motherfucker up. I don't care. Yep. Like we going somewhere to fight."
And all that is true, and that's all Z. But once Super came, look at bro. He was scared shitless of the God of Destruction. But as soon as he laid a finger on Bulma, what'd he say? Not my Bulma.
Yes, but okay. So then let me ask you this then. You don't see a villain that you don't think the Joker would smack the shit out of somebody if they did that to his woman?
No, to Harley? Bro, Joker threw Harley out of a fucking helicopter.
Joker shot Common in the face for just giving her a compliment.
Fun fact, he dies in the air cut. He died in the air cut, and then they brought him back.
He did. Yes, he did.
Bro,
Joker has shown cut that scene out.
Joker has shown many times in comic book animation. There may be some times where he does it, but for the most part, he don't give a fuck about Harley.
But my point to that is though, it doesn't make you a hero doing that. Like even a bad guy would slap the shit out of somebody that hit their wife. But that don't make you a hero.
But there was more.
Joker is like Blueface and Krishan, man. That relationship is the
same thing. Bro.
I just realized that shit is Joker and Harley Quinn, man.
It is.
And if you look at Jared Leto's version of it, it's like, yo, that's Blueface without the
I'm gonna start saying that on the internet, man.
Bro, ever since Dragon Ball Super dropped, Vegeta has been frontline coming to the fight to protect the world to every threat in Super.
When has he said that? When has he said that?
Bro, when Broly came, Goku and Vegeta showed up and said, "Wait, who is this nigga, bro? Hold on." Like, you know what I'm saying? When Resurrection F came and Frieza came back, Vegeta popped up and said, "Nah, fam, what you want? Like, we ain't doing this." When Hit came and bro, there's only been there's been 5 big bads. When Goku Black came, they was like, "Yo, nah, we on your heels, bro." Since Super, Vegeta has been a hero in Dragon Ball Super.
Okay, so then here's my other side to that coin with that. The 4 you just named also still come from a selfish impulse. Broly is legendary Super Saiyan. Why would Vegeta not go check that out and want to fight? That has nothing to do with being a hero. I want a box. Frieza, huh?
Which Broly though?
He's talking about Super.
Yeah.
So again, you got to remember, Vegeta think it's only him and these few that's left. So I want to go check that out myself. That has nothing to do with being a hero. Number two, who did you say? Frieza. You already have a personal beef with Frieza. If I get a chance to, if I'm stronger than you and I get a chance to kill, because think about it, he never got to kill Frieza. Frieza killed him. And he never got to kill him. So I'm gonna keep coming back for that. Has nothing to do with being a hero. The only one you can really Goku Black, same thing with the whole Saiyan thing. And it's just like, oh, then you gonna mix them two together. You ain't gonna use me as the ultimate version. Oh no, I'm gonna show y'all why.
But he ain't say none of that though. You can't put that on his jacket.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because you know that's the Saiyan mentality. He's always shown that. And Goku shows it too, because sometimes Goku don't really be coming for that. He be just like, yo, I want to fight and see who's the strongest. But he's had it more times to where I won't let you destroy my world. So that's why he shows that he's a hero. Yeah, Vegeta ain't never said no shit like that. Vegeta has always been about him, and it happens to stumble on that. Oh yeah, it also I saved the world by killing this dude.
Nah, I ain't giving you that. No, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just again, I'm just giving.
But he is broody though. But you know, you got to understand, like he's a broody dude. Because even think about it, you know, in comparison to Clark and Bruce, you know, Vegeta and Goku, like Bruce is never going to admit shit, even though he cares about all of them and stuff like that. He's not going to admit that he cares about the Justice League or any of his comrades and shit like that. Vegeta is the same way. He's like, I'm not doing any of that stuff. Like I'm not doing that. I'm not agreeing to saving this planet, but I want to save this planet because he has a purpose now. Before he didn't have a purpose.
I can see that.
He didn't have a purpose. He got kids and a wife, and he has a new world that he lives on. His old world is gone. So even if Earth is destroyed, where the fuck is Vegeta gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you gonna go? Like, that's true.
That's true. I can you can see it that way. I would say, you know what? I would say the debate even in those would be which one is his priority. And I would say the selfishness is always going to be, for my defense, of the selfishness was priority one. And then
if this was still Dragon Ball Z, I would agree. Since Super, I think it is the family and the love.
You feel like it kind of like shifted a little bit.
No, Deuces has a point though. He does have a point, but also Vegeta is also that kid that got all the cool stuff, but don't want nobody touching his shit.
True.
Like that's Vegeta.
Yeah,
too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the way he acted when he saw Trunks turn Super Saiyan, hey, he was like, so everybody Super Saiyan, huh?
and he did that with Boomer too. Hey, I got a new toy, and the old one that I had it can't touch. That's why you saw Yamcha like.
Hey, that was the craziest thing when I saw that transition. I'm like, wait, so he took his girl, bro?
They never gave us the lead up.
Yeah,
you saw them land, and then the next time you saw them, they was together. You like, wait, what the fuck?
That's hey, on the real, before we wrap this up, that's what need to be made a mockumentary. The Yamcha story, how he fell from grace.
That summer. What happened that summer? That summer was
bro. He grew his hair out and everything.
That was the worst summer.
I'm about to bag him this summer, boy. When they see my hair like long like this at the fight at the championship Ultimate Fighters,
bro, from being what like Kid Goku's nemesis as far as like power and training to the fall off to like a failed baseball career, like bro, that's a whole mockumentary in itself. Like,
hey, Yamcha, honestly, he's the origin story of a real villain, bro.
Oh, especially if you think about in Dragon Ball Super. Yamcha he knew. He was like, Goku gonna come get me. I just gotta get ready. And Goku was literally like, hey, yo, Yamcha, you heard about Frieza? Frieza's in hell, right? I can resurrect him. Yamcha like, oh, I know he gonna get me. He's like, hey, boo, I know you've been sleeping. You think you can get back? He's like, yo, I'm right here, man. Hey, I'm right here. He's like, hey, Roshi, I know you old as shit, but you can still fight, right? I'm just like, bro. Like, he just did not.
Because why would you? Why would you? Like, yo, like, if he's just like, yo, Goku, what's up? Be like, hey, bro, look. I watched somebody take your bitch from you.
I'd rather take future Trunks. Hey, Trunks, can you grow up a little bit more and then come back in time?
We're my son with one arm. I bet you he'll be okay for the day.
Ain't no Wolfang fist around here, bro.
Right. But then too, it was like, yo, Yamcha, I gave you your chance. Remember, I was like, okay, we're gonna bring you back for another season. Hey, you gonna go against the androids? What happened? You let that old nigga grab you by the mouth and punch you through your stomach. Like, what you want me to do? That was 5 minutes into them just getting there.
Bro, his death is so epic that it's mirrored in like a multitude of other animes.
Mm-hmm.
Just that him laying in that crater.
The Cybermen thing. Yeah.
Like,
I'm just like, I need a mockumentary of just like, where is Yamcha today?
At some point, they're gonna be like, bro, just go up there with Yajirobe, fam. Just chill with Korin and Yajirobe. Make sure we got sensu beans on deck. Like, bro, just
it's like, but it's like the one that don't want to leave. Like, y'all, like what it is, Yajirobe, he left. He was like, hey, I'm good, bro. Like,
he's slanging them beans. Well,
yeah,
Yajirobe out getting that money, dog.
He said, I'm done. Chien was even like, hey, look, listen. I did my shit. I'm going back to the monastery and be.
I'm about to start my dojo. He just started a whole dojo.
Yeah, like I'm going back over here. Y'all got that whole world saving stuff. Y'all good. Yamcha though just couldn't let it go. It was like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready, boy, man. Anytime that phone gonna ring, man. Let me call Chi-Chi real quick and see if we good.
Hey, pick it up. Let me make sure it's on.
The line disconnected. Hold on. Let me call King Yama real quick, man. You know, me and King Yama go back. I'm like, oh, it's disconnected. Let me try to bitch on the little globe ball. Like, well, I don't even know what number to dial for that. And I still owe Master Roshi $83, so I can't call him.
Can't call him.
Man. But yo, man, I think it's been a good episode. Actually, you know, too, I want to start changing stuff up just by thinking of these two topics, man. I think this is a new thing I'm gonna add to the show, just kind of breaking down the psychology of heroes and the evolution of villains. I think we did kind of like really like get a good focus on Batman and Vegeta as far as being heroes, and you know, potentially the side of could it be blindsided villainy. But I think this is a good topic for us to start being able to talk on about here, especially just the way y'all were able to really jump into it. So I really appreciate that from each and every one of y'all. So before we get out of here, though, I always want to make sure that y'all get a chance to support one another, tell people where to come and support y'all. So we're gonna start with Deuces. We're gonna move over to ATO, go to Broady, and then we're gonna close this thing on out. Deuces, you are up first.
Yo, man. You know, follow me, young_Deuces everywhere. Make sure you go to geeksetpodcast.com. Check out a lot of the things that we're doing over there. We are gearing up for DreamCon. So if you are going to be in DreamCon, it's going to be in Austin, Texas at the end of July. Man, make sure you come chop it up with us. We're going to have our cameras out there. We're still filming for the Black Geek documentary, and we actually may be doing some dope stuff there during that time. So we can't announce it yet, but if you are in the building, just make sure you go check out wherever Geek Set's going to be.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Just follow me. ATO Worldwide. There's some things going on. I just can't talk about anything anymore because them NDAs. NDAs. Four on. Just follow me, man. ATO Worldwide. I got some pretty popping content, man, and it's always a pleasure to join up with these brothers right here, man. I've built some pretty super dope rapport with all of them. Man, it's just great to be around this type of company, man. And shout out to all of y'all, man. Straight up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, one more thing. And Broady, man, I'm proud of you, bro. You're smart. I saw it, bro. You're smart, bro. You're a smart dude, G, for real.
Smart, man.
Smart, man.
Yeah, man. Let's see. You can find me on all social media platforms at Broady the Joker, at Broady the Joker. If you're in the DMV, or if you're not in the DMV, I'm doing a live taping June 18th. It's Father's Day. It's Juneteenth weekends. That's Sunday. There's no work. There's no school the next day. I'm recording my live taping at the Arlington Draft House. So get your tickets right now, arlingtondrafthouse.com. And ATO is referring to, I just was on a game show, another game show. So this is the second game show I've done, and I did pretty well. So go check it out. It's called Split Second. So if you have Game Show Network app or whatever, you can find in. I think my episode's called Rock and Roll or something like that. But yeah, it just aired this Tuesday. I'm very grateful. And other than that, man, tap in with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And y'all already know me as Will Pharaoh. You can find me everywhere as Will Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Just make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then comment below on who do you want to see us break down the psychology of heroes and the evolution of a villain in the comments below. Make sure you keep checking out All Def Elevate, All Def Women, and All Def Gaming, and the arcade tokens as well. Thank y'all for checking out this episode, and we will catch you next time. Peace.